Hello, everyone. My name is Varun Kohli. I'm a co-founder at Coding Blocks, and today's session is very particularly on the Nagarro Bootcamp program, which we run at Coding Blocks. And if you have questions around the program, then we are here to address them. So, before I could just start the session, I would like to know if English is a good language for this session, or would you like me to continue in English? So please let me know in the chat box about the preferred language, and then we can take the session forward. Great. So I think English is a good language to go. Few guys saying English. Okay, so we'll converse in English. Uh, so let me start over with something about the Nagarro Bootcamp program. So the placement uh, bootcamp by Nagarro and Coding Blocks. See, this is a sponsored program wherein so Nagarro sponsors some part of the fee, Coding Blocks sponsors some part of the fee, and then certain part of the fee is to be paid by the student. And you would have seen mostly people saying that this is a zero effective fee program. Why is this a zero effective fee program? Because you whatever minimal part of the fee which you pay to do the program, if you are successful, if you work hard, if you clear your internal assessments, or if you clear the final test, and then Nagarro shortlists you in the program and you join Nagarro, then Nagarro would refund that part of the fee. So uh, very clearly this is typically a zero effective fee program. And why is this program conducted? Because we want to reach out to a good number of colleges across India, and we want to bridge the gap which is typically there between what students are typically learning in the college and what typically is required at the industry level. Theoretically speaking, all the students who have done their engineering in computer science or IT or related fields, they should be able to clear all the placement drives of all the companies. But that's really not the case. And all of us know that if that is happening, then there is some gap between what uh, good companies are expecting the students to know and what the student is actually knowing. The difference typically comes between uh, the application of concept. So theoretically we have gone through the theory, we know what a typical concept means, but then when it comes to application or when it comes to problem solving, then we are not able to solve those problems. That is where we are trying to bridge the gap. So Nagarro Bootcamp is a program where a lot of problems and a lot of questions would be handled. And in this zeal to train people for the placement drives, we would typically be handling around 200 to 250 to 300 questions in the program. Now that's one. Together with this, this program is not for people who are actually aiming to become competitive programmers. We are not solving that problem here. We want to train people so that they are good to clear the placement drives of good tech organizations like Nagarro. Once they are able to do it, they can get inducted into some development technology in the company. So they can become a web developer, they can become a mobile developer, Android, iOS, They can go to DevOps. So there are different fields where the new joinees can get trained on, and then they can start working. But then again, the first step towards solving the problem is what Nagarro Placement Bootcamp does. I'll just share my screen and we'll go through a small presentation. Uh, we have made the presentation in a way that it helps address questions around Nagarro, around coding blocks, around the program. And then within that we will be telling you about different questions which might be coming over to your mind. Let me share my screen, please. Okay, so about Nagarro. So Nagarro is, a very, I would not say a very old company. It's a young company, and it's an international company with a strength of more than 8,500 employees, and it has offices in more than 25 countries. Major development centers are there in Gurgaon, Noida, Jaipur, Bangalore, Pune, and Hyderabad. Uh, Nagarro, in terms of an MNC and a big IT company, is a pretty young company, and the best part about being young is then you have a lot of perks about being there, with the young company. I'll come to that in due course of time. It was started by 1996 as a startup by a group of IITians, and it got acquired by Algair Solutions in 2011. Recently, on I think 16th December, Nagarro got listed. Its IPO got listed on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, and it did very very well. So it has a huge valuation as we speak. So Nagarro is now a very very big company. And then where I was talking about the perks which you have when you join a company like Nagarro. So when you're joining Nagarro, it's a young company. It understands that it's very employee centric. Caring is one of the major things which are there in Nagarro, and a lot of things which come in handy is like you would have flexibility of work there. So it's very it's a easy and a very flexible environment. It's a very good learning environment which is there. You get very good trainings, very good projects, and then at the same time the best part about joining Nagarro is, so you are not always tied up to a particular project. So I was just seeing a while back, a question which came up was, what is the difference between Nagarro and a product company? So so a product company is something which has its own products. It is making its own products, and then you work on those products. Vis-a-vis Nagarro, which is basically a services based company, would work on the products of clients. So it has a huge list of international clients, including Lufthansa. Uh, that's a very very long list of clients. And then when you work in Nagarro, so you are working on the client's products, and then the clients would own the IPs. In certain cases, the IPs are shared, but yes, mostly it's the client's IP. The best part about that is you are not always tied to a particular technology. So once you are in a project, you work in that project for a certain span of time, then you can change your project. You can work on a different set of technology. So the exposure which you get by working in companies like Nagarro is super awesome. And then together with that, you get on-site opportunities which a lot of people, youngsters, are looking forward to. People who think that, okay, I want to go abroad and work. So that's one of the great benefits which comes up when you are joining Nagarro. Okay. So I'll come to coding blocks. So coding blocks is a computer education company, and it was started in 2014. It has already trained around 35,000 students in different programs, including classroom, live, online. It has physical centers in Pitampura, Dwarka, and Noida. And coding blocks is helping Nagarro in conducting trainings for college students and freshers. Okay, now let's understand this bootcamp program. What is the placement bootcamp program? The big question. So it is a program that is making you ready for the industry. So the program which we are training you on would gear you up for placement drive in Nagarro and then related organizations. So in this, the first step is we'll take up the fundamentals of programming, and then the second would be the technologies that are used in the industry. And the way we are going to tackle the training is we'll do a lot of hands-on coding. There would be a lot of problem solving, and then all the concepts which are very important for coding, and these are typically asked in your interviews. We'll be picking up those topics, we'll be doing the theory, then we'll be attempting a lot of problems on those. Now, why is Nagarro actually conducting a placement bootcamp now? Nagarro has a very, very huge demand. It has a need of around 1,200 plus freshers in the coming year. The number was very less till last year, but now the number is huge. It's a magnanimous number, 1,200 freshers which it needs. And then the intent is to teach hands-on coding to students who are there in tier 3, 4, 5 colleges. And we want students to bridge the gap and build very solid foundation of programming fundamentals, and then the advanced concepts that are used in programming. Who must join Nagarro Placement Bootcamp? So, if you are in your third year, or if you are in your fourth year, and you are looking forward towards working into a software MNC, then Nagarro Placement Bootcamp is the right place for you. What we'll do, again, coming back to the same thing, we will be doing a lot of hands-on coding. We'll pick up concept, do the theory, then we'll do a lot of problems on that, so that once you go ahead and you see a problem, you should understand the algorithm behind it, and you should be able to write the code to solve the problem. And it is important for people who are looking forward towards learning logics and how to convert a logic into a code. So you are very good in theory, so you have been scoring well in your colleges, but then when it comes to actually solving the problems, then you feel a lag, you feel a jitter, that you would be able to solve it, and typically you get stuck while solving problems. Then this is the program for you. And if you are considering Nagarro as your first organization, the first place where you want to work, then this is the program for you. This program is also for people who are from non CS and IT branches. So if you are from ECE, electrical, mechanical, and if you feel that you want to learn coding, and then you want to sit for placement drives of different organizations, then this is the program for you, because this will teach you programming from ground zero. We will start from the basics of programming, presuming that students would be doing the program from level zero. And then last time also a lot of students had this question in mind, that if we are in BCA, then can we actually join this program? The answer is yes. If you are a BCA student, if you are an MCA student, and obviously BTech, but not from CSIT but some other branch, then you can also join the program. You can start learning in the program, and then once the program is through, then you can uh, join the organization. What is the selection process? That's one of the thing which a lot of students would like to know, that if we are actually joining the program, then how will actually the selection process happen. So this Nagarro Placement Bootcamp Program would have a lot of internal evaluations. There would be a lot of continuous gradation happening in the program, where you would be given a lot of tests, a lot of assignments. You have to do those assignments, and there is an internal product in coding blocks called hacker blocks, and that is integrated to the online coding blocks platform. So when your learning starts, you would be given a lot of problems you have to attempt. There is a continuous and automated gradation that happens over the platform, and we would start knowing that you are doing your assignments and you are doing them well. So if you are doing very well in the program, then a lot of students might have a job at hand even before the program ends. So the entire focus should be to perform at your best within the program only. For those who have not really performed very well in the program, there would be a test towards the end of the program, and if you clear that test, then you can be given a chance to join Nagarro as a software development engineer. And then once you join Nagarro, your 5,000 rupees fee would also be refunded to you. The complete fee for the program is around 15,000 rupees, of which 5,000 rupees has been sponsored by Nagarro, 5,000 has been sponsored by Coding Blocks, and then the remaining 5,000 rupees are something which you guys have to pay for as the fee of the program. And if you get selected and you join Nagarro, then this 5,000 rupee fee gets refunded to you. So a zero effective fee program for all the students who are joining this program. Okay. Now, who must not join Nagarro Placement Bootcamp? So, if you have no inclination of joining Nagarro, and if you are a very good developer, then there is no sense in joining this program, because if you are actually doing competitive programming, or if you are too good at programming, then this is not the program for you. And if you are not willing to join Nagarro, then again, this is not the program for you. This is the program for people who are actually willing to join Nagarro, and who are actually willing to learn and outperform. So we will teach you. We would want you to work really hard, and then on the basis of how well you are performing, we'll give you job offers, and that's how this program would run. Okay. Now, one of the important things about this program is, when should you join the program? So this program starts from 28th January, right? And you have to join the program as early as possible. That's what I would suggest. Why would I suggest that? Because when you are sitting for a program like Nagarro Placement Bootcamp, we have very limited seats in the program. Now, these very limited seats in the program means that, you know, once all the seats are filled, we'll close the registration, and you would not be able to, join the program. So if you are actually planning to join it, then you should join it early. And the benefits of joining early are, we will start giving you some videos and some assignments before the actual program starts. So some gearing up would be done even before the program would start. And there is a 1,000 rupees discount for all the people who are joining the program before 31st December. So from the 1st of January, the program fee, which is right now 5,000 rupees, would become 6,000 rupees for all the students who are willing to join the program. So it's very, very important that you understand that in case you have an intent to join the program, you should do it early. One, to avoid that you miss out on the seats, and two, to make sure that you are getting that extra 1,000 rupees discount. You don't have to pay 6,000 rupees instead of just 5,000 rupees. And third, you get the learning resources before this the program actually starts. So there are three major benefits if you join the program early, and I think it's very important that we look if we are actually looking forward to joining the program, then we must do it early. Now, how do you register for the program? So there is a website called bootcamp.codingblocks.com. I'll repeat, the website is bootcamp.codingblocks.com. So you can go on the website, you can check the details of the program, including the syllabus, and then you can actually go ahead and register for the program. Seats are very limited and there is no scope that we can increase the seats. So all the registrations should be done as early as possible. Okay. Now, some facts about the program. This is the second version of the Nagarro Bootcamp program. Last year, some 252 students were taught in the program. And the difference between the earlier program and this one is, in the earlier program, uh, the program which we did last year, we actually took a test and selected the students. But then to us, the fairness lies in the fact that in case somebody is willing to learn and then is actually not completely geared up, even then we have to make sure that we train those students, which is why we have removed this test thing, the pre-selection test from this year's bootcamp. So you can immediately enroll and then you can start learning, right? Anybody can join the program. Then one very peculiar thing about the program is it's not a fixed range salary. So a lot of students were very keen to learn that, okay, hey, what would be the salaries in the program? So there were discussions which we had with Nagarro, and then basis those discussions, the band of salary, there would be a band which would be there and not one fixed salary. It's not 4 to 6 lakhs, but it's 4 to 12 lakhs. So this uh, range now would depend upon a few things. One, how good a programmer you are. If you are very, very good, and we feel that you are an awesome programmer, then obviously you would get a higher salary. Then a lot would also depend upon how well you are performing consistently in the internal assignments and then the tests which are happening for you. Then the thing which I have been saying again and again, it's a zero effective fee. So as soon as you join, you would get your fee back. And then it's a job that could be offered within the program if you are doing well. And then if you have not done really well within the program, then towards the end of the program we will have the final test where you can again perform and get selected in Nagarro, right? Okay. Now in case you guys want this program to be in your college, and you want to promote it for your college, then what you can do is you can talk to Jatin Virmani, who handles the community building efforts at Coding Blocks. His email ID is jv@cb.lk, or you can note down his number, which is listed on the screen. You can call him and he'll help you, in doing some outreach in your college for the Nagarro Placement Bootcamp program. Now, for people who are very specific about the schedules, so, the program would start on 28th January. Classes would be there on every Monday, Thursday, and Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. There would be two versions of the program. So we understand that people who are in third year or fourth year, they would be comfortable on their language. So we can't ask a C++ guy to move to Java or a Java guy to move to C++. So presuming these two are, the most favorite languages, we have kept two versions of the program. So there is a C++ version of Nagarro Placement Bootcamp and a Java version of Nagarro Placement Bootcamp. When you go to the website bootcamp.codingblocks.com, you can actually choose your version and then you can enroll. And in total, there would be close to 35 to 40 sessions of 3 hours for the program, right? Now, let's handle some questions and see if you have some particular questions which you want us to address. So please let us know about your questions in the chat box, and I'll try to address your questions. I'm a student. I'm a student of fourth year and I'm thinking of enrolling with the program. But should I do even if I have backlogs and low GPA? That's a very typical question. If you have backlogs and low GPA, even then, I think you would be looking forward to, working in an organization. So, yes, I think you should enroll and, at least start learning and gearing up for the final placement drive, which would happen. What will be the process after uh, joining the boot camp? Yeah, so once you enroll for the bootcamp, you'll get enrolled into a program. You'll be given some videos and some assignments till 28th January when we actually start. Now, once we start, there would be live sessions, from 7 to 10 p.m. every Monday, Thursday, Friday. And then in these live sessions, you'll start learning about the concepts of programming. And then with these concepts of programming, you'll start getting assignments. You are doing those assignments, we'll start grading you. And then, things like, interim job offers, and then, job offers towards the end of the program would happen. Are these live sessions or pre-recorded sessions? So yes, these are live sessions, and there would be no pre-recorded videos. But yes, for all the live sessions, you would get recordings of your classes. So if in case, even if you miss some live classes, you would get a recording of those classes. Rohan Singh says, can 2019 pass outs apply for the bootcamp? Answer is yes, you can apply for the bootcamp. Okay, Manish is saying, how many will be selected? So, Manish, Nagarro has a need of 1,200 people. We have a much, much lesser capacity in the program. And in case everybody does well, we can hire everybody. It's very important to understand that we'll hire people who are performing well, who are working hard, and who are able to understand the concepts that are required to be there in the industry when you join them. So it's not a question of how many. The answer is as many as the learners who are performing well would uh, get selected in the program. Okay, Vaibhav says, sir, we will get refund after joining the company or just clearing the exam. I have very clearly elicited. Again, I'm telling, when you get the offer, that is not the time when you will get the refund of the fee. When once you get the offer, and then when you join Nagarro, that is the time when you will get your fee refunded from Nagarro, right? Any chance for hardworking and networking student in your company? So it's a big software organization, and definitely there are always hardware and networking people also required. So, you know, obviously the answer is yes. How the performance of the student will be judged? So, Rohan, the performance of the student is judged on the basis of how many assignments and how well have you written them. There is a judge that determines how good the code have you written, and then there are small interim tests that are happening. So basis that also we keep grading the students. So those students who have done this well, those are the ones who would get an interim job offer from Nagarro basis their internal performance. Those who do not get an interim, they will sit for the final exam, and then they can, you know, get selected in the program. I am in seventh semester. Can I get job by taking part in the boot camp? Yes, Sandeep. The answer is yes. You can join the boot camp, and then you can get your job offer from this. This program is for all the people who are right now in their third year or in their fourth year. Both third year and fourth year students can apply. Number of percentage, so there is no percentage. Basically, let's say I would say, if somebody gets three questions as a final test, if somebody is giving a three questions test, then you should be able to do two or two and a half questions. That's very important. Okay. uh, where student will be placed in Noida, Gurgaon, or student can choose. So I'm not sure of this, but knowing Nagarro, I think it would depend a lot on your project, and then there is a lot of flexibility, as well. So PS, I think it would not matter. You if you are in Noida, then I think you will get Noida as your center. I don't think there should be any problem in that. Okay. What's the duration of the program? So, Nana, I think this should be a 3 to 4 months long program, and you know, uh, that's typically the way the program would run around 35 to 40 sessions, spanning around uh, 3 to 4 months is what I believe, right? Okay, how much? Okay, how much fee for the whole program? It's a 15,000 rupees program if it is not sponsored. I'm a 2020 pass out, so am I eligible? CC Yadav, yes, you are eligible and you can apply for the program. Sir, does it have a throughout 60% condition involved? Hanumat, I think you are talking about the 60% in your degree. So I don't think that would apply if you are a really good programmer. What's more important is you should be a good programmer. We would not look at the percentage criteria if you are good. I want to learn one specific programming language. Can I learn on bootcamp? Govind, yes, you can learn on the bootcamp if you are looking forward to learning some particular programming language, because this will start from the very basics and then it'll go till the end thing. So it should be uh, a good way to learn. Okay, this is a good question, Arpit. How to solve semester exam problem and attend bootcamp? So, Arpit, the classes are typically held in the evening, right? And again, I have very clearly said in my the session also that people would get recordings of their classes. So let's say, as a worst case scenario, you have missed like two classes or maybe three classes, then you would have access to the recordings as well as all the assignments of all those two or three classes. And then the coding blocks team would also be following up with you. If you are not doing your assignments, you would have their contact number, so you can tell them in advance that your exams are coming, and then you would not be able to do the questions or attempt the boot camp for, let's say, a week or 10 days, and then they'll take care of that, right? What if, Chirag, what if we miss any video lecture? So if you miss any live class, then you would get a video recording in your portal. There is a portal called online.codingblocks.com where you would be able to view all your classes, pre-recorded videos of your classes, as well as you would be able to attempt assignments and practice questions. CC Yadav again, on which basis after bootcamp we get placed in Nagarro? So, Sissy, it's not only after the boot camp that you will get placed in Nagarro, it's during the boot camp also. So all the assignments, all the internal tests that happen, if you are performing very well in those tests, you would get a job offer from Nagarro even before you complete the boot camp. And for other people who are not able to perform that well, uh, then this final test is there, with which you can attempt and then get placed in Nagarro. Okay. uh, okay. Is there an aptitude also in the exam or only selected language? So Raghavendra, selected language is obviously there, and aptitude, if is there, would not be a problem, because the kind of problems you are doing in your coding classes, they are much more complex in nature than the aptitude problems that come into the test. So even if there is an aptitude test, I don't think anybody should need to worry about the aptitude test. How to start DSA coding, especially for beginners? So Shivam, I think this is the program which you should aim for if you have not started data structures and algorithms till now. If you are in the third or the fourth year, if you are younger in the first year or probably in the second year, then you can start learning by joining some training center, or you can start exploring yourself. There are tons of resources, but I would always suggest you to join some professional training center, because then that would save your time and effort, which otherwise you would waste in exploring things. They would give you everything in a structured manner, tell you how to study, where to study, and that should solve your problem. Okay. Is it from scratch? Bal Mukund Sharma. Yes, it is completely from scratch. Uh, and people who do not have any period programming experience, people from other branches than CS and IT, they can also join the program. Okay. Will a student be asked to leave the boot camp if he performs miserably during the intermittent tests? Nandini, no, we would not ask somebody to leave the program if they are not performing well. Rather, we'll try, sit with them and, make sure that, they perform well. When we will join the boot camp, then after finished class, interview is needed or not for joining. Dilip, I don't think that this interview is going to make any difference, because any interview that happens, they will only ask you things which are there from the syllabus. So whatever we are going to teach you, interview is going to happen from that thing only. And in case that interview is happening, then you should not worry about it, because that should not be a problem for you if you are working well. Is it good for BCA students? Justin, yes, it is good for BCA students. Even BCA students in their third year can come up and apply for the program. Will they teach DSA? Yes, we will teach DSA. I'm already placed, not satisfied. Can I join the program? Karun, you can join the program, because if you are not satisfied but you are already placed, then yes, you already know a lot of stuff. So you should be able to perform well within the program only, which would increase your chances of getting the offer from Nagarro within the program itself. How many rounds will be there in Nagarro test? So it's a continuous gradation program, the bootcamp which we are going to have. So it would not have any rounds. Rather, there would be continuous evaluation, and then towards the end, there would be one full length test. After clearing the test, how many tech rounds will be there? If you are clearing the test, then I do not think any further rounds will be there. You would be taken into the program. Can a second year student uh, is second year student eligible for this boot camp? Samrid, second year students are not eligible for the program. It would only make sense for a third year or a fourth year student to join the boot camp. But in case you are looking forward towards learning, which per se means that you are planning to learn the language and you want to learn it really good, then you can think about it. But there are other ways to learn again. So you can join some other training center, or you can explore resources and learn. So this is actually for third year and fourth year people. I placed in Infosys but want to join better. Will I join? So you can join, Tushar. Will I? I don't know, but can I? Yes, you can. Okay. I have done BCA. Am I eligible? Rohan, you are completely eligible. You can join. If we are getting placed in some other company, then Nagarro. Priya, if you are getting placed in some other company, then you won't be refunded the fee. We would consider that, this fee is for the training you have done here at Coding Blocks and Nagarro Placement Bootcamp Program. Fee would only be refunded if you get an offer from Nagarro and if you join Nagarro. So once you join Nagarro, that is the time when Nagarro would refund the fee to you. Will the test contain coding questions or MCQ as well? The test, I'm saying again and again, it's an internal gradation. In internal gradation, you would get tests which could have coding questions, which could even have MCQs. So, how does it matter whether it would have MCQs or coding questions? Primarily, it would be coding questions only, right? But if somebody changes the format and gives, MCQs, I don't think that should matter. Is there any HR interview? I don't think there would be an HR interview, but even if there is, then how does it matter, Karthik? HRs are not going to scare you. They are going to ask questions which are not scary. Scary questions are typically the ones which are asked in the technical rounds. So don't worry about it. Is there any bond by Nagarro during joining? No, I don't think there is any bond by Nagarro. And generally, also, there is no concept of bonds. If I could not clear the interview or say final test, then I would be given second chance. Let's say after 1 2 months. Yes, Shweta, you can uh, attempt again, uh, and this. I think after 1 or 2 months, you can actually sit for the exam and take the test again. Are MTech students eligible? Kulbir, yes, MTech students are completely eligible. You can reappear. You can appear for the program. Okay. Don't you think people can cheat in the test as it is from home? So, Rohan, we have a proctored system of examination, which is an AI based way of seeing how you are attempting the test. And then there is a flag checker, so plagiarism and everything is also handled. So, don't worry about cheating. You need to be very brilliant to cheat. And I would say, if you are that brilliant, then you should put your brilliance to work rather than put it in how to cheat. So that should you know be a thing. Okay. My English is a little weak. Is good for join? Yes, is good for join. Don't worry, Justin, you can join. What is the salary package? Please tell. Sridhar, the salary would be in a band of 4 to 12 lakhs. Depends on how good a particular student is performing and how consistent the performance is. Both the things. So that will matter on these factors. And is there any test before joining the program? Uh, See, last year we did take a test before we shortlisted students for the program, but it did not look fair to us that we should take a test and then prepare students, which is why we have removed the test criteria and we have invited students to directly come and join the program. Shalab, BCA students are eligible. You can go ahead and join the program if you want. Okay. Nishant, what Nagarro is expecting from a student, they should be good programmers. They should understand data structures, understand algorithms, and they should be good at problem solving. That is what Nagarro expects from the students, and that is what we are actually going to evaluate the students on. Right, sir. I have done BA. I am eligible. I'll work really hard. Manvi, I'm not sure whether you would be able to cope up, but in case you feel that you can cope up and you can perform well by hard work, then yes, you can come up and join, and let's see how good you are. Priya, at the rate coding blocks, apart from DSA, what else will be in it? Nothing. Priya, we are only going to teach you data structures, algorithms, no competitive programming, and a lot of questions. In case you want to go through the syllabus, that's there on the website bootcamp.codingblocks.com. Last date to apply. So the last date to apply is typically the time when all our seats are filled. We have limited seats, and we presume they will be filled very fast because the rate at which people are enrolling is uh, you know very huge. So last date in theory should be around 21st or 22nd January, because the program starts from 28th. But again, if we exhaust all the seats that are available with us, then we won't be able to offer enrollments. Will Nagarro provide any training after placement? PS, when you join a software company, they always provide you training on the technology stack on which you would be working. So, they'll teach, so people who are going to work in web, they'll teach you HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, jQuery, React, Angular, and they'll train you on this. People who are going to work on mobile, they might teach them Kotlin and then make sure that they go ahead and do this. So this is how this thing would work. What is the fee for the bootcamp? The fee for the bootcamp is 5,000 rupees before 31st December, subject to seats being available, and after 31st December it would be 6,000. I have basic knowledge of programming. Can I appear? Yes, you can appear VS and start learning. Class 12th is below 60. Can I apply? Shalab, yes, you can apply. Is there any chance to get selected if we join the bootcamp? There is all the chance in the world to get selected if you join the bootcamp and then you work hard. Rohan, will we get to work in any specific? Yes, Rohan, you will get to work in some specific domain like AI or Android or web development once you join, uh, the any tech company. When will the course start? And I have exam on Feb March. Will it be a problem? Prithvi, it won't be a problem. The course will start on 28th January, and when the course starts, you can start learning. All your sessions will be live, but you would have access to a portal called online.codingblocks.com, where after every class the class recording would be available. So in case you have missed any class, you would get a class recording, and then you can talk to your buddy when the program starts. You would have your buddy's number, so you can talk to them and you can tell them that, hey, my exams are coming, so I won't be missing these many classes. So they'll take care that you do not miss on any credits that are happening on the internal evaluation which we do, right? Okay, code blocks. In case not selected in Nagarro, fee is refundable. No, fee would not be refundable to you. Fee would only be refundable if you get selected, join Nagarro. Feb March exam bootcamp is there late? No, the bootcamp happens only once a year. This is the time when it happens. And then, in case you miss it, then you would have to wait for another year. Is there any way to pay fee in installment? No, Namrata, it's a one-time fee which is payable to Coding Blocks. Is there any is there any coupon, because after adding GST the price is around 5,000 rupees the fee for the program. There is a GST component which is separate, and that would be additional, so it should be somewhere around 5,900, I think. Can we apply with this bootcamp? Yes, you can. Sir, how can I start coding? How can I start? If you are in third year or fourth year, then use this bootcamp. If you are in early years, then either join some training company, or you can explore resources. Okay. Okay. And BCA pass this year. Can I apply? Yes, you can apply. Okay. Freshers can apply. Yes, freshers can apply. There are a lot of questions coming. Second year IP made. Should I join? No, Lakshya, you are in second year. Does not make sense for you to join. You can join in third year or fourth year. Does Nagarro offer work from home? Right now, everything is work from home. After that, since it is very flexible, so you can go and talk to the project manager and HR, and then they can devise something which is comfortable to you. How many attempts I have, and if I'm not able to pass the exam in first attempt, and how much time can I give the exam again? So Ashutosh, uh, during the program we'll grade you, and basis your uh, performance, you'll get a job offer. So that's the first attempt. Then there is an end term test towards the end of the boot camp, that is the second. After that also, if you are not able to do that, then you can keep applying to Nagarro after every 1 or 2 months. I'm not sure about the period, but yes, you can do that. How much DS and Algo core subjects are needed for Android developer role? Uh, Not much. I don't think, Ankur, you would uh, need a lot of DS Algo and core subjects for Android dev. But yes, you should understand basic data structures, algorithm, and should be able to solve problems. That's very important. If I join within few days, what type of extra videos will be provided before the session actually starts? You would get videos which will help you start your learning process, and it will help you in cracking problems, which would be handy during your course. How many vacancies is Nagarro on the placements? We have Shalab around 1,200 vacancies for freshers in Nagarro. If I successfully completed the program, there is 100% job assurance because I am already working. I'll and then join this bootcamp. You don't need to resign, PS, if you are working somewhere to join the bootcamp. It's an evening class and 7 to 10 happening 3 times in a week. So don't resign. Join the bootcamp, clear your test, and then take a call, right? If you are good, then yes, there is pretty much assurance that you would be able to clear the test and you would be able to join Nagarro. No, there is no relaxation for somebody who has done DS Algo course from Coding Blocks. This gradation thing that happens in the program runs in synchronization with Nagarro. So Nagarro is actually evaluating you guys and then deciding who is actually doing well and joining, right? Uh, if I will be unable to attend live classes because of, then how will I clear my doubts afterwards? There are doubt sessions, Surbhi, which happen, and together with that, you are always connected to your mentors. So if you are missing your live classes, then the doubt sessions which are happening, you can get your doubts cleared in those sessions, and these guys will make sure that all your queries are resolved. Okay. So Shubham, you will get your job offer from Nagarro. So that is one peace of mind which you would have, that I have a job at hand, and then that's peace that happens. How much package does Nagarro give? It's 4 to 12 lakhs basis your performance and consistent this thing. Is there any upper hand for bootcamp students to get selected? Ravi, yes, of course. There is an upper hand for bootcamp students because as a bootcamp student, when you are actually learning, then we are actually training you on stuff that is required by Nagarro, and then the evaluation is happening at Nagarro's end. So if they feel that you are good, then obviously you would have a upper hand, and then the audience which is competing is again contracted. So you are competing amongst lesser people for the job. So obviously you would have an upper hand when you're talking about this, and then you get two chances during the term and towards the end time. So that would be an advantage which would fall at your end. Okay, so I want kaju badam milkshake. So you can go and have it, right? I think we are done more or less, guys. You can go to the Coding Blocks website, bootcamp.codingblocks.com, and then there you can actually you know uh, make your choice. Seats are limited again, I would say. So in case you are planning to make a move, then you should make it fast before the seats get exhausted. And then please make sure that in case you have any questions or any doubts, then there is a phone number listed on the website, and then we'll upload a ppt in the description of this video. In that, Jatin Bhaiya's email, jv@cb.lk, you can shoot any questions either on the email, or you can just give a call and we'll help you with any queries or doubts which you have. So I would like to thank you guys for your time, and I wish you luck. And you know, one important announcement which I have to make. I think Coding Blocks is also coming up with this New Year bonanza, which is going live today. So in case you or your friends are planning to learn some new technologies or some new programs, then you can go ahead and check out this New Year bonanza that is happening on Coding Blocks. Thank you so much for your time. Do let us know if we could be of help in resolving any queries or doubts which you have. And see you in the Nagarro Placement Bootcamp Program. Have a great evening. Goodbye.